Tell me what you think of Chavez Jr. and Canelo.
Well, I've said this before. I don't think Canelo is going to blow through Julio Cesar Chavez like everybody think he is. Everybody's saying this fight is a mismatch. Keep in mind, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is very tall, and he's going to be towering over Canelo. And dude got popped. He can hit. And from what I've seen with his training, he looks like he's taking his fight serious. So that's going to be good for us boxing fans. I think after a while, Canelo will figure Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. out. He'll start picking them apart in the later rounds. I don't know whether he'll stop him, but I do think he'll win a unanimous decision because he is the superior boxer. Well, I ain't gonna say superior. I'll say he's a better boxer than Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Jr.'s more of I'll say he's more of a brawler than he is the overall boxer. He's not his dad. He does not.
Who is?
All he has that resembles his dad is his last name. He is not his dad. It's not even up for discussion. The shit is not even in the ballpark. But I think it's gonna be a good fight for the fans. I think people are gonna see a very entertaining fight on May the 6th. Now, I want people to understand this too. This fight isn't gonna be Gotti Ward 1, where you think, as soon as the bell ring, they just gonna start unleashing bombs on each other. It's not gonna be like that. Canelo has never been in a fight like that before. It's going to be a chess match for a little in periods of the fight. You're going to see some boxing. You're going to see a little bit of brawling. But it will be an entertaining fight.
Sure.
Yeah, because if you think it's going to be rock'em sock'em robots, and you sadly mistaken. I didn't watch Canelo enough to know Canelo isn't that type of fighter. Because he has improved on his defense since the Floyd Mayweather fight. So
he has. But I think.
No, I'm just saying. A lot of people think this fight is going to be rock'em sock'em robots.
First of all,
and it's not. It's gonna. When have you ever seen Canelo just flat out just brawl with somebody, just go bombs away, just stand in the ring and just start just throwing punches? Canelo is a boxer puncher. People got to understand the title of that. The title, boxer puncher, which means he boxed first, punches second.
But he doesn't have one punch knockout power either. He has his last couple. He didn't knock down Cotto, Lara. Khan is. I mean, everyone knocks out Khan.
Man, dude, if you throw a bag of Doritos at Khan's chin, he'll go down. So who can't knock out Amir Khan if they let shit? He got buzzed by Chris Algieri.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. But you know what? I'm going on the other side of the coin. I got Chavez Jr. winning that fight right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got Chavez Jr. winning that fight. The reason why I got Chavez Jr. winning that fight is height and weight. If Chavez Jr. comes in shape for this fight, I think his height and weight will play a huge part in Canelo, because Canelo is my height. He's probably 5'7". I would gather I've stood next to him so many times. Probably 5'7", 5'8" at the max. But he's a counter puncher. And I think he's gonna hit Chavez a lot. But Chavez for this fight, will carry him. Chavez is coming in with that Mexican flag, and he wants to raise that Mexican flag at the end of this fight. He's fighting for everything in this fight. I saw his last Instagram post. It says Mexico is the shit or something like that. I don't know if you saw that on Instagram. And I just genuinely believe Chavez is coming in ready for war. And I got him right as of right now. I got him beating Canelo. Canelo was coming up 9 pounds, man. And why I say that too? Remember, Canelo had to train to get down to 55. When you got a 10, when you have a 10-pound cushion, do you work as hard? Do you train as hard? You know, there's a certain animal that Roy Jones said it best. He says it's something about cutting weight that makes you an animal. You know, and Canelo doesn't have to cut as much weight, you know, to have the fight. So uh, I think there's an ounce of a dog that Canelo may not have in this fight, and will he train as hard for this fight? You know, quite possibly he could take some days off and still make 164 and a half if he's made 155. You know, he has a 10-pound cushion, and he's gonna get hit this fight. Canelo really hasn't been hit in a long time. Really, like to the point of being a threat. He didn't fear Cotto. He didn't fear Smith. He damn sure didn't fear Khan. Khan frustrated him, but he didn't fear him. And he hasn't been hit in a long time. The last time we saw him frustrated was against Lara and Floyd. Floyd had him look like a cherry tomato. He was so frustrated. You know, Canelo couldn't hit him at all. But I got Chavez Jr. winning. You know, I think
I find that very interesting. Now, I will say this much: something that I've seen that I've been pleased with as far as Junior goes, because about a week ago, I think I reported that he was like, right now as we speak, he was like at 180 with like 2 months to go.
Yeah.
So I think that's great because that means he'll be able to shed that 15 pounds to make that weight.
Yeah.
So I think he will make weight.
I hope he makes weight because he got to pay $1 million a pound or something like that. Whew.
Yeah, well, I guess he has no choice but to try to make weight because I can't imagine losing $1 million. But I just have Canelo winning that fight just because he's just a better boxer than Junior. Now Junior's brute strength and his power could play a role in this fight because I do want to see how Canelo is going to handle if he gets hit flush.
Yep.
Because Canelo hasn't really fought a dude with serious punching power as of yet. Because that will be, you know, hopefully, I don't know, maybe if the Triple G fight happens. But then again, you never know because Daniel Jacobs might put a stop to that, or he might end the discussions for that fight. Yeah, so you never know.
Shit, Triple G is fighting for a retirement check because if he gets that Canelo fight, that's retirement. That's legacy money right there. That Canelo fight, he needs that. He needs that fight. You know what I'm saying? But keep in mind, Chavez Jr. wasn't knocked out by Fonfara, right? At 175, he wasn't. He was knocked down in the 8th round. I was there, but he wasn't knocked out. Remember, Robert?
That's true. He just got the living shit beat out of him.
Yeah, the last 4 rounds he was getting
pretty much what happened to him.
And Robert Garcia stopped that fight, right? So that leads me to believe that if Fonfara couldn't knock him out, and Fonfara got popped, I just can't see. I can't see. See, here's the thing with Canelo. He's a pitcher catcher, boxer puncher. He doesn't counter you. He doesn't hit you in between your punches. He lets you throw yours and then he throws his. You know, he doesn't pick you off like a Floyd Mayweather or Adrian Broner did with that left hook last night. He doesn't pick you off like that. He doesn't have that ability just yet. And he's pretty young in the game, so he could possibly pick that up. He's improved a great deal. That's the one thing I would agree with him on. But I just think that I think Chavez Jr.'s height and weight is going to be so too much to overcome. Because right now in training camp, you have 2 different agendas. Canelo is thinking, I'm about to beat this nigga's ass and get on Triple G. Chavez Jr. is coming up, I got to do this shit to resurrect my career, and I am the real Mexican. I am the real Mexican in this fight. You know, kind of like, remember De La Hoya and Fernando Vargas when he's like, "I'm the real Mexican," But Vargas
Yeah,
lost.
yeah, that's kind of funny. Me and you are like outsiders looking in, but I understand.
Uh huh.
I understand Mexican pride.
Uh
I
huh.
mean, I am from Northern California, so trust me. People seem to forget that I'm from Northern California. I'm from Oakland, California, so
Mm-hmm.
I done been in plenty of Mexican homes, so
Mm-hmm.
I know all about Mexican pride, the flag, everything. So I understand completely what's going on and shit. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, I'm picking Canelo to win this fight because one, you just don't. It's in Las Vegas. You just don't get no damn decision against Canelo. I mean,
Well, if
fucking
Floyd, great point.
Floyd got a
If
fucking
Floyd goes
majority
114,
decision.
114,
He blew Canelo out.
he
I
won 10
watched that fight
rounds.
once. Yeah, I watched that fight once a month, and I'm thinking to myself, there's no way that Canelo won that fight.
No, it's no way he drawed that fight. 114, 114? Get the hell out of here. Man.
I thought that was hilarious.
Floyd should have just went on and stopped him. He could have stopped him. But he 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 saved Canelo. I think he saved Canelo. Now let me ask you another